Morning. I had a friend, she emailed me questions about onions, so thought I'd do something on garlic and onions today. This is my garlic. One kind, this is German red. Here's Muzak, and what I want to show is your hard-necked garlic will get things called scapes. And right here, you can see this little pod right there. That's called a scape. And what it's doing, the plant is seeding, trying to seed itself out. This will come up, bend over, curl around, and it'll grow up and curl. And what you want to do is cut that off when it's big. This has, I bet that's a good week yet till it's ready. You'll cut it off as low as you can go here. And by cutting that off, what you do is put all your energy into growing a bigger bulb. If you don't cut that off, you can use it to plant again, although it takes a lot longer, but your energy will be going into the plant, going to seed and not to bulb. And these scapes are awesome, and I use them in fried potatoes, I use them in scrambled eggs, and it's got a much more mild garlic flavor than the actual garlic, but it's good to use. So now we're gonna go to onions. On onions, there's several types. There's long day, intermediate, and short day. Up here in Minnesota, you need the long day or intermediate. And the reason being, by daylight hours. So these are my onions. They're really starting to take off now that we had a little bit of rain. And what I do, you can plant your bulb. Although I quit doing that after a couple years. I grew my own onions from seed, and that's a pain in the butt. It's probably the best way to go, but it requires a lot of work. So now I buy plants. Here's a plant that I never planted. Okay. And then what you do, you'll put it in the ground, cover them up like that. And keep watering them. Onions like 1 to 2 inches of water every week. And when you water them, a key thing is try to water along the bottom here. You get on the leaves, it's just a good way to spread diseases. And don't make the mistake I did. This gal that emailed me planted bulbs. And my first year I planted bulbs, onions started to grow above the ground. I kept covering it up. And finally some old feller I work with says, "Why are you doing that? That's the way you get big onions." But generally with the plants, and starting from your own seed, you'll also get bigger, rounder onions, where with the bulbs you'll get more flat ones and not as big. But let the onions grow above the ground. They'll be ready when the tops, these leaves, bend over right about here. You'll have a big bulb. This will turn into a big bulb, and the leaves will fall over. And then you're ready to harvest. And you can harvest them early at any time you want also. Just to use. I mean, I have a lot of onions, but we eat probably 3 to 5 onions a week. And then during canning season, spaghetti sauce and salsa and all that. Some of the better, these are Patterson onions. I used to do copra, which is an awesome onion also. But I find these are a little better at storage. A perfect onion, they claim, will have 13 rings. And usually the number of leaves you have growing represents the number of rings. Now these are real young yet. I have 7 on that one. And there's 8 on that one. So I'm hoping it'll be a good onion year. Hoping by doing this, now I didn't curse myself. But you never know. Mother Nature is a cruel, wonderful thing. You play by her rules. Then I noticed I got radishes here. Hopefully there's some that they're bulbing up. hopefully this week I'll be able to eat some of them devils. But okay, thank you. And thank you to all the vets who serve for our country on this Memorial Day. Thank you.